Good morning, everyone. It's about 10 a.m. I think it's 2 days after Christmas. My brother's on his way to drive to Florida. He's taking his whole family to Disney World. I think they're flying. I'm not sure how they're getting there. 'Cause there's a lot of them. Me and his oldest son, we are holding down the fort and taking care of the dogs. Now, I'm not going anywhere New Year's Eve. Don't have a date, nor do I want one. So I will be there New Year's Eve. I haven't done anything for New Year's Eve in a very long time, but today we're going to talk about control. Control, I believe, is the biggest problem in marriages. And narcissists are famous for being controlling, okay? Yeah. And this is the problem. I'm the oldest in my family, and I've always been the boss, even of my business, and always raised so many persons in my family. I've always been the boss. Now, when someone tries to control me, it's very rattling. It's like, you're going to tell me what to do? Oh my God. So here's my advice. If you're in a situation like I am, like I'm living in somebody else's house right now, and believe me, I'm not living there for free. I gave, I'm paying to stay there. I'm not being a burden to anybody. Because my brother has enough on his plate right now. He's living in limbo, which is a very bad way to live when you're waiting for the next shoe to drop, right? But if somebody tells me what to do and they don't ask, I have great issue with that, because they think because I'm single and I don't have a home to take care of, that my time is anybody's time, and that's not true. Because I had plans, and guess what? I canceled them all because I knew it was upsetting. It was upsetting to my brother that I possibly couldn't be there while he's gone, So I just resent the fact I wasn't asked. I was said, okay, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. So, okay, but see, when you live in someone else's house, you really have to give in to some of that. It's only the polite thing to do. Like, yesterday he asked me to go to Walmart to buy a vacuum because his other one broke while I was in the Dominican. And I said, well, yeah, all right, I'll go, but I'm not going to have fun because I didn't feel good. Now, he still thinks I have the Omicron. And I did take the COVID test, and it came up negative, and I showed it to him. But I've been vaccinated twice. I haven't gotten my booster, but I take pretty good care of myself. So, yeah, control in marriages. Is a serious thing, because that's when I kind of knew. In fact, that's when I knew 100% that I had to leave my marriage, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my ex-husband starts getting his own credit cards and doing and going wherever he wants without even asking me if I want to go, or if he starts bringing people into our house to live without even asking me. And I knew I'd lost control when I told him I wanted, this guy that he invited into our house. I said, I want him out of here. I said he could stay for 3 days. I should have never let him stay at all, because you all have to watch out for that. If your spouse wants someone to move into your house, say no. never works out. And plus, you may not be able to get rid of them. And I couldn't get rid of this guy. And I even confronted him and I said, you are making my marriage really difficult. Would you please leave? And he just freaking ignored me. Yeah. But I have the ability, because I'm an empath, to see if somebody is evil in their heart. And my ex never had that ability. And he always finds out, but it's always too late after he's been screwed over. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, control. When I lost control and I didn't have any say in my 40-year marriage, that's when I got in my Hummer and I frickin' left. Thank God I had another home to go to. I did. So, yeah. If you always feel like you don't have a say about finances or what you do in your free time or how you run your house, if you don't have a say, honey, then you don't have a relationship. You better the hell start making plans and start putting some money away. And I mean a whole lot of money, not just 10 or 20,000. I'm talking 100,000. In this day and time, you can't do nothing with 20 or 50,000. You better have a lot of money stashed somewhere, because if you're married to a narcissist, they will fight you on everything in court, because they're control freaks. I cannot stand control freaks. Those are like people who all of a sudden say, well, let's go do this, and you're thinking, whoa, I don't think I want to, and you don't have a say, and then they make your life freaking miserable because they're control freaks, right? I'm looking for my lipstick. Where in the hell it is? Oh, I have crackers in case I starve to death. Yes, okay. I keep the weirdest stuff in my car. So, I once went to couples counseling. And I remember this lady saying that her husband always wanted to control her. My husband never did that until the very end of our relationship. I kept saying, what do you mean by control? Well, I know what it means now, people. Yeah. And the two guys that I did move into periodically during my divorce, the only reason why I did it because my ex already moved in a girl like the day after I left. Okay. What does that say? Okay. Yeah. So I did move in with two guys, and both of them, I know why they weren't married. Never date a guy who's never been married, because, honey, there's a big reason. Some of them probably lie and say that they've never been married. They probably have had 3 wives, but whatever. Both of these guys were controlling. One never would let me wash my clothes, and they went and did what they wanted every weekend without even caring what I wanted to do. And then the next guy that I lived with, and we were like pre-engaged, he never took me anywhere. I took him places because he didn't want to spend the money, right? But yeah. So yeah, control is a very big factor. So you need to analyze your marriage and see if you still have a say-so in your relationship, because the minute that you don't have a relationship.